Welcome back, everybody. It's now episode 59 of our Factorio Spaceage series, but only episode 2 of being on Gleba. So I have no idea how this planet works or what I'm doing here, but I did do a little bit of reading on the tips and tricks, and I know there's something I need to do with a biochamber and this agricultural tower, so I think I need to work towards building that. The biochamber, have I looked at that yet? I don't... Oh, no. That's a heating tower. I'm assuming I will need that, and that I think will go towards our power production, because that was also one of the things that we had the option to research. So I think I'm going to have to use heat pipes, the heat exchangers, and the steam turbines for power on this map. Doubtful I will need the nuclear reactor, though, because there's no uranium ore available on this map from what I read in the tips and tricks. But what about that other thing I was saying we need? That is for copper, apparently. We figured out a little bit what spoilage is last time, but as far as the products, I don't know what... Oh my gosh! I'm getting attacked. I still don't have any ammo on me. I didn't request that from the platform, although I could send a little bit of it down. Thankfully, my new mech armor is coming in clutch for this, even though these little bugs are at least partially resistant to laser damage, it looks like. I don't know where those came from. I'm guessing from here. Oh, okay. I've collected up more little eggies, pentapod eggs. Okay. And then is this just ocean? Can I just... Can I just walk across the ocean and it's no big deal? That's convenient. Okay. I'm gonna mine this up while I can, by the way. Get me some more iron and copper. Okay. There's a couple more red dangerous icons on the mini-map here. I'm just going to go take care of that real quick. But what else was I saying? So we've got to work towards the agricultural tower, and then the biochamber, I think, was the other thing. I don't know if I've seen that yet in the crafting tree. I don't see that yet. Maybe that's something I still have to research. Let's see. Oh, yep, it is. So this is researched by crafting 10 of the nutrients. How do I make the nutrients? So do I have to just make more of it? I'll just count to 10. Oh, yes. Cool. Biochamber is researched. Ooh, now I am researching artificial soil? How am I researching artificial soil? Oh, I have to craft 500 nutrients. Okay, geez. That will probably not be done in my pocket. Okay, so nutrients are things we will need, and that will go into crafting what? It makes pentapod eggs? But I have pentapod eggs. Why do we want pentapod eggs? I'm assuming that's for science. Let's take a deeper look at the science tree. There's so many words here, I don't understand how they relate to one another. Okay, so ultimately these things lead to the agricultural science pack, which leads to all sorts of other things that we'll take a look at a little bit later. But the next thing to research would be the bioflux. And does that tell me how that's researched? Bioflux. I have to craft a biochamber. Okay. So first things first. We're going to kill these little thingies. What are they even called anyway? I don't know. They died so fast I couldn't even hover over their name. Those little enemies are now dead. I am going to go up to the power source that I left all the way up there and work on crafting the agricultural tower. So this thing here, and then the biochamber. I can apparently craft, looks like one of each in my pocket for now, which is kind of cool. We will need to start getting production of the essentials though up and running. I have enough iron ore and copper ore in my pocket to at least start that. And I guess we'll just use stone furnaces for now. Probably don't have enough power to really do electric yet. So we'll start with stone furnaces. And I don't know how big I want to make this. But let me just jerry-rig a little setup here. We'll do just a little build of half the products on one side, half on the other. Nothing fancy. And let me use the bots this time around. I don't think I had construction bots at the beginning of my experience on Volcanus, so actually using them this time around will be handy. And then is there more things I can request from the platform? Probably, but I am too lazy. I'm just going to build a couple things in my pocket instead. Okay, so this will be bot assistance for putting in the ore. And I don't see coal, but we're going to use wood to fuel things. So actually, let's make this a little bit smarter. Actually, I can be even smart about this. We'll do that. So fuel on one side, and then the ore on the other. Or should I have... Maybe we can be even smarter about this. Let's move that over by... Oop, not like that. Over a tile. And then we can do another line here. Whoops, I moved it over too far. Basically, we can do a middle line here of the wood. So let's move that. We'll do that like that. Let's grab a Roboport, which I thought I brought those down from the platform. Let me take a look. Roboports. Ah, we'll send those. Let's send the boxes and things like that too. In fact, we'll just grab all of the bots. Anything else? I could grab some ammo and things like that. I'll do laser turrets too. Why not? Just to be on the safe side in case the enemies get stronger. And so I can see better. We're just gonna clear the trees and mine up the new cargo. Oh, where did those come from? I honestly don't know. Do they spawn if I stand still for too long or something? That is bizarre. Okay, at least I have some weapons on me now, or some ammo. I've got slowdown capsules, poison capsules. I wish I had some distractor capsules. Maybe they're back on the platform. I don't remember. Okay. Now I can place down the personal Roboport. We'll do that here. And power it that way. And then we'll need a little storage box for a couple things. Oh, geez. I should probably request... Do I have circuits? I have green circuits. I'll request the plastic too. In fact, I'll just request all this stuff. Request that, and batteries might as well. I'll save the express belts for a little bit later though. Ooh, and Bioflux is finished. Not sure why. Oh, because I had to craft a biochamber and I did that in my pocket. Okay, cool. So the next thing to research after that is bacteria cultivation and bioflux processing. So I have to craft 25 bioflux. Basically, that would research both of these things. And the product are even more things I don't understand yet. So let's just stay on track with one thing at a time, which is doing a little bus system to get iron, copper. We'll need steel as well. So we'll put, let's see, storage boxes over here. Let's see, is my personal Roboport turned on? Yes. We're going to have that toggled. And then I need to put the bots in the system. So we'll put bots in there. Where are the logistic bots, though? And some things are getting destroyed back at home. Oh, there's that biochamber. Where are my... Oh, there's the bots. Okay, good. Now they can help me. I'm going to craft a couple of those in my pocket as well. Okay, so power. And this is going to request wood. Or I wonder if the spoilage acts as... Yes, it's a burnable fuel. Okay, that is how we'll fuel stuff eventually, I assume. So let's do that, but also we'll request 50 spoilage. And then we can use... Oh no, do I not have... Did I not bring long-handed inserters? Ugh. Jeez, okay. I think I was stupid and didn't bring everything. Yeah. Forgot to request those. That was smart of me. Okay, we are going to be building that as soon as we can. Okay, so here is power. And then we can do this for the input of the ore, I guess. We're going to use bots again. And for some reason, I don't have requester chests that came on the platform. Ugh, I could have done a better job. And then we can clean this up now like this and like that. And then it will output, I guess, whatever product we decide this will be. We'll do iron on this side, copper on the other. So this will be iron ore that we're requesting right there. We'll request, let's say 200. This one will be the copper ore. And then we will rinse and repeat that, basically. Okay, now I'm going to copy all these things and make a tiny little bus. All right, here's my tiny little bus. We've got, I think, 24 stone furnaces for each of the products for now. I am going to add furnaces over here for the steel. So we can just basically steel half of the iron plates to go into steel production as well. And then have it... I'm not going to have it output on the other side. I'm going to have it output on its own line, I think, even though I'm tempted to have it output on the same side. Let's do... basically input there. I will need fuel as well, so maybe I move this over a tile and we'll do, not that I have any long-headed inserters, and I'm going to toggle that so that the bots don't steal them. Can we do, I don't want to be like too fancy. We'll do something like that to get the iron plate in it. And then we can do the fuel here. So just because I want to make sure we have plenty of iron plate coming down the line, I don't want to start the opposite side. So like these furnaces directly opposite of these. So I'm going to have them start just later down the bus, so to speak. So we'll have fuel. I'm going to add another box for fuel that will start here. Oop. And I need to copy that. We'll copy. I'm not sure how it's getting steel. Okay, there we go. So we'll extend that all the way down. We'll get the fuel eventually. I'm going to have to make some more stone furnaces, which I have to remember where those even get built. Ah, I'm out of stone. And I'm out of power. And I did read that the solar panels do not produce much. Yeah, they produce 100% of the power during the daytime, which drops to 0% at night. So it's apparently nighttime right now. So I really need to prioritize getting the heat pipes and the heat exchanges. Okay. Change of plan. Let me suck up what I have of the products let's make a couple of these real fast. I can make one steam turbine. How do I get the heat, though? Does that have something to do with... Would fuel make it hot? Just like coal would make a boiler hot? That seems like logical thinking. Where did that stuff go? Okay, I did turn off the thingy. Okay, did I make a heat pipe? Ah! Stop, bots. Stop. Actually, let me just request... We're gonna request these things. And the steam turbines. Okay. Alright, let me just plop down a heat exchanger thingy. We'll plop it down here-ish. Looks like I will need water. And gosh, it has been so long since I have played with heat pipes and heat exchangers and all that stuff. I couldn't really tell you that I feel confident with it. How do I get water? Is this water up here? One way to find out. Let's plop down the little pump thing. Offshore pump. Will it let me? Yes! Okay. So this is how we get water. I'm learning. Oh. Wrong side. Okay. Pipe here. And we'll join it up. I'm going to toggle my personal thing right back on. Okay. We now have water. How do I get it fuel? I wish I remembered all these things, but I don't. Okay. Fuel. Let's request some fuel. Let's request the spoilage. And we'll just see what happens. Add another personal roboport there. Power here. There. And then we'll do one steam turbine, which will also need power like that. And we can add more, I assume, eventually. We're out of spoilage, but I think destroying the trees gives me some spoilage, right? Yes. Okay. Cool. And I don't have enough products to build more of the steam turbines, but it must be time again because we're getting some more power. So that will help me to get some more iron plate and copper to build more things. I'm going to suck that up. Suck that up. We'll need to make more stone furnaces, which means we need to farm some stone, which I know some of those trees or plants or something did give me some. What's that? Okay. Alright, can build one more of those. And then, is this working? No. Temperature. It has a low temperature. How do I heat the heat pipes? Uses heat energy to turn water into steam. But how do I heat it? How do I heat it without a nuclear reactor? That part I don't know yet. Ah, heating tower. Okay. That question is answered. So I need to build a couple boilers and more heat pipes. This just takes normal boilers, so I need more stone. How do I get stone again? Oh, we're gonna mine stone. Ask and ye shall receive. Okay, where is that little patch? Right here. We've got 50 miners on me. This is the tiniest stone patch. And I'm already running out of belt. We'll do one substation there. Connect the other stuff there. And I need to connect it up to a broader power source too. Okay, that will do for now. And then I am not going to connect this up to the main bus yet. We will just have this go into a little box. Just for now. Cool, we now have stone production. It's even connected into the robotic network too, so bots can supply it to me as we need it. And in fact, I will just... Actually, no, I have to... Do I have to smelt the stone into stone brick to go into the stone furnace? No. Okay, cool. So we'll just have this go into stone furnace building directly. And you can just see how low on the power I am. It is nil. So, in fact, I won't even have that go into an output box. So we really have to focus on power as soon as I can. Let me request some stone. And I'm sure using the robotic network is not helping me any. But it's just so convenient. I've got some stone on me now, so I can now make 2 boilers. I'm going to request boilers so the bots don't take them. And what else do we need for the heating tower? We've got boilers, then we need concrete. Oh man. Concrete is going to take iron ore, stone brick, and water. Okay, so we do need to turn this into some stone brick. Okay. Let me add it into the bus after all. So we will have this be steel. There's no way I'm going to have a ton of steel that it needs to be compressed for now. So we'll put stone brick on the other side, which means we can put more furnaces here. We will need another fuel line yet again. But we can do that there. And then stone will have come, I guess, through here. And we can just have this wrap around like this. All right, and that will go up this time. We'll put in the power poles, not that we have the power to support it right now, since it must be nighttime again. We'll need the fuel source, which I'm going to do some more tree mining, like that. Let's add in some belts here because I don't want to expend the underground belts like that. Let's ask for some stone furnaces too. And we'll build some in my pocket. Cool. And then that will output there. Steel will output there. Theoretically. Once we get power and once we get more items in which to smelt things. Although, let's not forget, let me untoggle that because I want to put down long-headed inserters to go right here. Alright, it is daytime again. Let's do one more fuel line. We'll grab from this, put it right there. Give it power, and we will get some more fuel there eventually too. I'm gonna suck up some and just distribute it where I really need it though, which is gonna be over here. So we'll slowly start to get some stone brick. Once we get the stone brick, we can work on turning this into concrete. Oh my gosh. And then, of course, once we get concrete, then we'll be able to get the heating tower. Well, I think this is where we will end episode 59. We've got the beginnings of a little bus. We've got the beginnings of a lot of the basic products from steel to stone brick now. iron plate, copper plate, and basically we're trying to get all of that to go into the ability to make the heating tower so that the power doesn't suck nearly as bad. Then we'll start to finally get towards more of that bioflux stuff to eventually get the agriculture science. So hopefully we're not too off track. Let me know what you guys think about the progress so far, and I'll see you very soon for episode 60, I think.